All right. Hello there. Maya. I made this video to kind of go over your essay with you so you understand why you made a 60. Okay. And so I don't have my video on because I guess there's no real reason why I should. Um, let's see here. So Maya, okay, here we go. This is your essay. I see here, I want to show you some your errors. First off, we have this heading is over when it shouldn't be. It needs to be over here on the left side. Okay. So there's that. Um, you should not have this extra space here between your title and the first line of your essay. I've gone over that several times. Uh, the C in criticism should not be capitalized. Psychoanalytic is the title. Uh, that can be proper, sure, but criticism is not an official proper noun. You refer to this quote, the idea of the unconscious mind, which houses suppressed memories, fears, and wants, is fundamental to this method. Okay, this is, I guess, a abbreviated, a summary of Lacan, which, sure, is down here on your works cited page. Lacan, but I mean, as you should know, which we've gone over several times, um, you don't mention the person's first name. This should be deleted. Like we don't we don't do that. I mean, I've gone over that several times. I mean, let's see here. I think in the opening PowerPoint, or the week 2 PowerPoint, when I first started talking about um, using quotes. Let's see, parts of a paragraph right here. In-text citations, here we go. All right. It's just the last name. It's just the person's last name. It's not their first name at all. Um, so just their last name, not their first name. And then you have this 3 references to Freud, according to Freud. And you have these according to Freud. Okay, so you read this somewhere. Well, like Freud is not one of your sources. Freud is not here, here, or here. If these quotes are coming from Lacan, then you either need to say according to Lacan, or you need to put Lacan's name at the end of these sentences. Okay? According to Freud, according to Freud. All right. Okay. And then, like, your discussion on psychoanalysis is way too long. It's too long. And I mean, this is more about psychoanalysis and less about how it affects characters in books. I mean, this is not even on on psychoanalysis, film analysis about how this affects characters and what the audience can learn. This is just about psychology. And so that's kind of off topic. This space should not be here. And I'll go over that. I pulled this up in a moment on a Word document so we can fix it. That should not be there. Okay. Then we have this quote. This is a drop quote. I've discussed all semester how you cannot have a quote by itself as a complete sentence. Look, it begins with a quotation and it ends with a quotation. And then you have, again, you have cited the source incorrectly. It's not Nia Griffin. It's just Griffin. And in, I think it's the week 2 PowerPoint, I go over, yeah, integrating quotes, no drop quotes, quotes that stand by themselves as complete sentences. Those are drop quotes. You cannot have those. Those are incorrect. And since week 2, I've gone over this. One of the major things about this class was you understanding the students understanding how to integrate quotes. And I had repeated lectures all throughout this semester, editing papers and showing how to integrate quotes. This major error. Again, formatting. Periods and punctuation go inside of quotation marks. This spans all the way back to week 2, where I talked about punctuating, quotation marks. Commas go inside of quotation mark. So instead of comma be on the outside here, it goes on the inside. Same thing with here. I couldn't believe that she died from a heart attack. That's incorrect. Correction, period, quotation mark. So that's an error. Okay. Now here, you've tried to integrate this quote, which you've incorrectly cited it. It's not Julia Adams, it's just Adams. But this is you're using a complete sentence to lead into this quote. So this is actually, and you're using just a comma, which means this is a run-on sentence. Listen, while staying loyal to the original work of an author is important, an understanding of creative innovation adaptation is a major key to enjoying a movie adaptation of a book. That's a complete sentence, period. So then what would follow here is a direct quote. So this would be a drop quote. While directors should maintain some accountability to the overall plot, it is possible, blah, blah, blah. This is not integrated. And then you have an error inside of an error, which I remember specifically going over this in one of the last 2 lectures, where you do not, if you have a quote within a quote, you use the singular quotations. And then we have another one, another drop quote. Exploring themes of elements of the story enhances the cinematic experiences and stays true to the original meaning of the story. Period. That's a complete sentence. And then we have this quote, to truly enjoy adaptation of a film, you need to blah, 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 blah. That's a complete sentence. You cannot have 2 complete sentences joined by a comma. That's incorrect. And then you cite it incorrectly. Okay. Here you have only 3 sources. Where's the book citation? Where's the film citation? In the PowerPoint where I go over essay 3 adaptations, and I go over the essay, says here, 1 topical source, 1 supportive source, 1 on adaptations. That's 3 secondary sources. But then you need to have 2 primary sources, the book and the film. You do not have those. So, and this is really actually too low. So let's look at your essay right here. Okay. So I'm going to do Control All. I'm going to go to paragraph. Look, it's blank. I've discussed in many lectures how when these are blank, that means there's inconsistencies between spaces. So this needs to be 0 and that needs to be 0. Now watch what happens. Nothing. Let's see here. Oh, well, that's because this right here you have boom. But now let's look, and these are closed up. When before they were wider apart. Okay. So that formatting is fixed. This needs to be over here. Okay. And then like I pointed out, this needs to be, nope, like that. You need to have some sources here. This needs to be integrated. You don't have Nia. All right. So, and then all the way down here. There we go. All right. So those are the errors. Okay, let's count the errors. 1, 2, 3, because it's this error of the not being integrated. 4, the incorrect parenthetical citation. Then that doubles again, same error twice. So now we're on to 6. This 7. The formatting 8. This drop quote 9. Nia Griffin, incorrect parenthetical citation. That's citation number 10. I mean error number 10. This formatting, which I won't duplicate, it's just one error. Okay. And then this, according to Freud, no citations here. It's 11. This being incorrect, having Jacques' name, that's 12. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that one. Oh, and this wasn't formatting, this was an actual space. So that's 13. And then your heading being wrong, 14. Okay. So really there's actually 14 errors. 14 times 5 is 70 points off. That should be 70 points off, minus 100, meaning your essay should be a 30. So, I gave you 30 points. I gave you 6 errors. So you could say that, maybe this was the format. Maybe this was like uploading. It caused this. Cool. Take one off. All right. Let's say don't count the repeated ones. Okay. Take a couple off. I mean, you know, there's still, even with all those taken off, I still gave you many more points than what you actually technically. The 60 is a D. The D. At least you got a D. Okay. So I'm sorry it's not the grade you wanted, but that's the reason why you received the grade that you got. Okay. Hope that makes sense. All righty.